how I learned English by myself. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna tell you how I learned English by myself. I started with what I had. When I decided that I wanted to learn English, I started with what I had. Apps really helped me a lot when I started to learn English. Those apps were like game apps, so I was kind of playing and learning at the same time. And I learned a lot. I learned about verbs. I learned about verbs conjugation. I learned about adjectives. I learned a lot of useful vocabulary. I watched videos of topics that I wasn't understanding. Every time that I wasn't understanding anything, I would watch videos about it. I would be like, how to use, how many, how much, a lot of difference between until, by, how to use even. I would search everything that I wasn't understanding. I used to sing a lot. I used to sing a lot when I started to learn English, and I used to not just sing. I used to look up for words that I didn't know. I used to look up for the translation of these words, the meaning of these words, and I used to sing along. I would sing every single day. I would sing along. I would look up for words and I would translate them, and I would practice that music until I could sing them well. I watched content made for English learners. I started to watch content totally in English with English subtitles, and I was like, I'm not understanding anything because it was totally in English, and I was like, I'm not understanding anything. And then I started to learn more. I started to understand more, and this is one of the best things, when you start a new language, start watching content made for English learners, for learners of that language. This will help you a lot. You will learn so many things, vocabulary, verbs, phrasal verbs, everything you will learn because that content is made for learners. I watched content made for native speakers. I started to watch content made for native speakers. I started to watch YouTubers. I started to watch TV shows. I started to watch movies. I watched so many YouTube videos, and YouTube is great when you start a new language. You can watch videos on YouTube. And at first I was like, wait a second, I'm not understanding anything. What is this language? It's nothing like what I was used to. They were speaking so fast. They were connecting everything, but I kept going because I really wanted to learn English. I really wanted to immerse myself into this language. I used to study about connected speech, reduction, because I wanted to be able to understand them. I used to write in English, and then I used to read out loud what I would write. So when I was a beginner, I used to write in English every single day. I used to write about my day, about my life, about my English, and then I used to read it out loud. And this is one of the things that really took my English to the next level, reading out loud. I started to read out loud at the very beginning, and it helped a lot with my pronunciation because I started to train my mouth muscle to get used to this new sound. And I started reading every single day. I would read every single day. I would write a lot, and I would read every single day. And reading out loud improved a lot my pronunciation and improved a lot my English. And it's one of the things that I always say, read out loud when you are learning a new language. It will help you a lot. I used to talk to myself a lot. So guys, ever since I started to learn English, I have never talked to anyone. I'm making this video and I have never talked to anyone. I just talked to myself, and I improved my speaking skills like that. This helped a lot with my speaking skill because I started to speak every single day. I would talk to myself. I would pretend that I was giving presentation. I would pretend that I was being interviewed. I would talk to myself every single day. So it helped a lot with my speaking skill. And now I'm here, I'm speaking in English, and I have never talked to anyone. So it just shows that speaking to yourself really helps. I used to record myself. So I started to record myself every single day, I even made a challenge where I would record myself every single day during a month. I would search questions on the internet. I would answer them. I would talk about anything, I would film myself. This helps a lot when you film yourself because you get to see how your English was in the past and how your English is right now. You get to see your improvement. I was consistent. I was just able to learn English because I was consistent. And consistency here, guys, is key.